Question number 31. The line graph given below shows the number of times the deposit accounts and total accounts opened in 5 banks. Let's prepare the table. Axis, HDFC, ICICI, PNB and SBI. 2 categories are there. Number 1, total. Next one is time. Come on, total. Let's start from 900, 900, 2000. Next is 1400, 1800. Last one, 1200. Next is time. How much is that? 200, 500, 400, 300, 600. Now, total number of accounts is equal to time plus demand deposit account. We already have total accounts and then time accounts. Then difference will give us demand deposit, correct? Demand deposit accounts. So let's even find out that how much is here. 700, 1500, 1000, 1500, 600. Next, demand deposit accounts is equal to savings account plus current accounts. So even in this demand deposit accounts there are 2 categories. That is combination of savings and current, and we don't have information regarding those 2. Next, time deposit accounts is equal to fixed deposit plus recurring. So in this time deposit we have 2 categories, fixed deposits and recurring. So segregation of time deposit and then demand deposit accounts is not given in the information. Probably that would be there in question. Let's solve the questions now. The respective ratio of demand deposit accounts, that is this information, to current deposit accounts opened in SBI is 4:1. Then find the number of current deposit accounts opened in SBI. Okay. So now demand deposit accounts to the current deposit. In SBI, total how many demand deposit accounts are there? 600. If that is equal to 4 parts, current accounts are equal to 1 part. So 4 parts is equal to 600. Then 1 part, 150. First option answer. Next, what is the average number of accounts opened by all the banks together? All banks. It is total only. Come on. 1200, 1800. 3000 plus 2000. 1400 plus 900. 2300. Total how many are there? 7300. Now we were asked to calculate average only. Divided by 5. 7300 by 5. 1460 divided by 10 into 2. What is divided by 10? 730. 2 times of it? Matladali. 1460. In PNB, if the total number of, in PMB, if the respective ratio between fixed deposit account to the recurring deposit accounts opened is in the ratio 1:2. PNB, time deposit accounts, total how many we have? 300. In time deposit accounts only we will have fixed and then recurring, correct? Now that is divided in what respective ratio? If 300 is divided into 1:2 ratio, each part is equal to 100 only, then fixed deposits are 1 part, which is 100 only. Next, recurring deposit 2 parts, that is 200. Continue. Saving deposit accounts to the current deposit accounts is 2:1. In the same bank, right? In the same bank, total demand deposit accounts are 1500, and in that we will have two categories, savings and then current, which is divided in the ratio 2:1. Total 3 parts we have, each part. Then current accounts are one part, which would be 500, and then savings accounts are two parts, that is 1000. What is the respective ratio between recurring account and savings account opened in PNB? Recurring, how many we have? Recurring, how many we have? 200, and savings 1000. Ratio 1:5. Fourth option answer. What is the difference between number of demand deposit accounts opened in PNB to demand deposit accounts opened in HDFC? PNB 1500, HDFC we were asked to calculate difference, and it is 0. Number of demand deposit accounts opened in Axis demand deposit account 700 is how much less than demand deposit accounts opened in ICICI? 1000, Axis 700. Difference, just we were asked to calculate difference. Right, next pie chart. The pie chart given below shows the percentage distribution of backpacks of different companies sold in June 2022. Now segregation is in terms of percentage. 12 plus 20, 32. 32 plus 35, 67. 67 plus 14, 81. Remaining, and that is mentioned as 133, right? Then 1% value is 133 by 19, which is equal to 7. So Puma in terms of percentage is 19%, correct? So Puma is 19%, where 1% value is 7. Now all the backpacks were sold together, 30% were sold by Amazon. Find the number of backpacks sold by Amazon. Right. So total is 100%. Out of 100%, 30% were sold by Amazon only. That means we were directly asked to calculate 30%, where 1% is 7. Answer 210. Next, if each HRX backpack is sold for 1400 with a profit of 16/2/3, can we treat it as 1/6? Then find the profit earned by selling HRX backpacks. HRX backpacks, what percentage we have? 12%, where 1% value is 7 only. Now each one is sold at 1400 rupees, then total selling price is equal to 1400, correct? And with a profit of 16/2/3%, which is 1/6 value. Now were you asked to calculate profit per total profit only? Right. Now these many number of articles were sold, correct? If the cost price of each article is equal to 6 parts, why are we taking 6 parts? How much is the profit, they said? How much is the profit? 16/2/3%, which is 1/6 only. What is denominator? Hence we are taking 6 parts. Then how much is profit? 1 part. Then what is total selling price? 7 parts. Clear? And now in the information we were given selling price of each item. How much is that? In terms of number of parts, it is 7 parts only. If 7 parts is equal to 1400, profit is 1 part, that is equal to 200 rupees. Then total number of items, which is 12 into 7, profit obtained on each item 200, and this is going to be our total profit. Is that okay? Right. 2 zeros common. 2 into 7 ends with 4 into 2 ends with, answer must end with 800. How many options are there? Only one. Next, what is the difference between backpack sold by Nike to Tommy? Difference between backpacks. You know that every information is in terms of percentage only, and every number is in integer only, where 1% value is, then whatever the value that you get, number of backpacks, which is 7 multiple, we're asked to calculate difference of 2 7 multiples is going to be, answer must be 7 multiple, and how many are there? Only one. Fifth option direct. Otherwise, Nike 14%, Tommy 20%. Difference, where 1% is equal to 7, 6%, 6 into 7, 42. What is the average number of backpacks sold by HRX, F-Gear, Puma? Puma in terms of percentage, 19. HRX, 12. F-Gear, 35. 35 plus 12, 47. 47 plus 19, 66%. We were asked to calculate average, right? Convert into average, divided by 3, where 1% value is 7. 3 how many times? 22 7s, 154. Otherwise, you can directly go with 7 multiple. Not 11 is also required. You know that every number is 7 multiple, right? So how many numbers we have now? Here, average for how many numbers? 3 numbers. First number is 7 multiple, second also 7 multiple, third also 7 multiple, and we were asked to calculate average, that is divided by 3. So numerator is again 7 multiple, right? And there is only one 7 multiple, which is 154. Next, the number of backpacks sold by all the companies together in June 2021 is 595. So given data is for which month? June 2022. But June 2021, previous year it was 595. And present year it is, come on, 700. The number of backpacks sold in June 2021 is what percent less than backpacks sold in June 2022? What percentage less? 595 is how much less? Upon percentage, 2 zeros cancel, 7, 15 times only. So what percent less it is? Come on, 15%. The number of days taken by PQR alone to complete a task is 18, 30, 45 respectively. Find the respective ratio of shares of income if all of them working together to complete the task. Okay, right. So now time ratio we can calculate. How much is time ratio? 18, 30, 45. Cancellation with 3, 6, 10, 15. Now our question is, in what respective ratio can they share the income? Salaries, wages, income must be shared according to what respective ratio? Come on, profit kaadu. What respective ratio? Come on, efficiency ratio. They must be shared according to their efficiency ratio. Now we have 6, 10, 15. That is about time ratio only. Time and efficiency both are inversely proportional. So what do we need to calculate? How many of you are going to classes now? ఇప్పుడు మీకు ఎంతమంది క్లాసెస్ నడుస్తున్నాయి? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Better you do some homework and then come to classes. Remaining people, మీరు అసలు క్లాసులకు కూడా రావక్కర్లా. క్లాసెస్ అయిపోయినాయి, నేను ఆల్రెడీ చెప్తూ ఉన్నా అయినా కానీ కామ్గా ఉన్నారు. బెటర్ యూ స్టాప్ కమింగ్ టు క్లాసెస్. రిమైనింగ్ పీపుల్ డూ సమ్ హోంవర్క్. I am telling you already, salaries, wages, income should be given on efficiency ratio, and I even said time and efficiency both are inversely proportional, and then I said we already have time ratio. Then I asked you what ratio we have to calculate. Come on, efficiency ratio. మీకు ఇంతకు ముందు ఏమైంది అవ్వలేదు అనేది కాదు, ఇక్కడికి వచ్చాక బుర్ర పెట్టి వింటున్నారా లేదా అనేది కావాలి. కంటిన్యూషన్ అన్నీ నేనే చెప్పుకుంటూ వస్తున్నా. ఇక్కడికి వచ్చిన తర్వాత కూడా చెప్పుకోకపోతే, వినకపోతే, విని ఆన్సర్ చేయకపోతే మిమ్మల్ని ఎవడు బాగు చేయలేడు. ఒక 6 నెలల తర్వాత లేకపోతే సంవత్సరం తర్వాత ఇట్లానే ఉన్నారనుకోండి, మారలేదనుకోండి, ఓ 10,000కో 15,000కో ప్రైవేట్ ఉద్యోగంలో జాయిన్ అవటమే. So what ratio we have to calculate now? Efficiency. That means inverse to time ratio only. How do we calculate inverse ratio? 1/6, 1/10, 1/15. That is not required. So there is a shortcut, and hide the first value, multiply other two. How much is that? Hide the second number, multiply other two. How much is that? Hide the third number and multiply other two. 60. Cancellation with 30. 5 times, 3 times, 2 times. So efficiency ratio is 5:3:2. And salaries must be shared according to efficiency ratio. Next, A and B started a business by investing 1356 and 1052 respectively. A few months from the start of the business, A left. The respective ratio of profit share of A and B after 1 year is 1:1. Find the time period for which investment of A. So A invested 3156 for some time, and B invested 1052 for total time, which is 12 months. And now the profit share is 1:1. 1052 exact 3 times we have. 3 how many times? That means X is equal to, right. So X invested for how much time? And then left. Even in previous question, we don't have to completely solve it. Investments of A and B, they are in the ratio 3:1. In final profit sharing ratio, if it is equal to 1:1, time period ratio must be 1:3, inverse to their investment ratio. You know that B invested for whole period, that is 3 parts. If it is equal to 12 months, 1 part is equal to 4 months. Next, total population of village A is 3778. The respective ratio between illiterate male to female is 5:7. And their difference is 144. Find the total number of literate people in the village. Now we have information regarding illiterates, and question is about literates. From total 3778, if you can subtract illiterates, we will get our final answer. Illiterate ratio male to female given as 5:7, where difference is, and sum is difference mentioned as 144. That is equal to 2 parts, then 1 part is by 2, and total is 12 parts, that is into 12, correct? 2 6 times, 144 6 times, 100 into 6, 40 into 6, 240. So far total 4 into 6, 840 plus 24, 864, and we need to subtract this fellow. Answer must end with 1 4. Multiple options are there. 29 14. Fourth option. Next, 44. Sony invested X rupees in a scheme offering compound interest right. Compound interest at the rate of 20% per annum, compounded half yearly. She buys a chair from the amount received by her from the scheme after 1 year and sold it for 12,826. She gained 6% profit on it. Find the amount invested by her in the scheme. Let's say she invested 100%. Is that okay? Now that is invested at compound interest 20% per annum, compounded half yearly. And after 1 year, she is getting back the amount, correct? Now, if it is invested compounded half yearly, yearly rate of interest is 20%, then half yearly. So first half will get 10% interest, then it becomes 110, and second half will get 10% of 110, which is 11. Then how much she is getting? 121. Now this much amount she will get back after 1 year. Then what happened? She buys a chair from the amount received by her from the scheme after 1 year. So with 121%, she bought one chair and sold it for 12,826. She gained 6% profit on it. What is 1% profit on it? 1.6% in the sense into 6 only. How much is that? 7.26. Then total selling price in terms of percentage 128.26%, and in terms of rupees that is equal to 128.26, and we were asked to calculate initial investment, which is 100%. What is relation between these two numbers? What is relation between these two numbers? Come on, 100 times only, right? See, if you are unable to identify the other number is 100 times of it, please don't come to my class from tomorrow onwards. I can't see your faces. చిన్న పిల్లని అడిగినా చెప్తారు వాట్ ఈస్ ద రిలేషన్ అంటే ఇంకా వాటి వైపు చూస్తూ ఉన్నారు. సో ఐ ఫీల్ అషేమ్డ్ ఆఫ్ మై సెల్ఫ్ టు టీచ్ ఫర్ దోస్ గైస్. ప్లీజ్ డోంట్ కమ్ టు మై క్లాస్ if you don't have interest, and if you can't even identify simple comparisons like this, you don't fit to sit in my class. మీలాంటి వాళ్ళకి చెప్పడం కంటే క్లాస్ చెప్పకుండా ఉండటం బెటర్ అనుకుంటాను నేను. ఆ కోపం మీద ఏం చేస్తాను అని అంటే నాకు రేపటి నుంచి వీళ్ళకి వేయద్దు అని చెప్తా. బట్ ఇన్ ద సేమ్ క్లాస్ ఐ నో దట్ దెర్ ఆర్ వెరీ గుడ్ పీపుల్, అండ్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ యూ అదర్ పీపుల్ విల్ గెట్ ఎఫెక్టెడ్. మీరు కామ్గా ఉంటే మీకు నష్టం జరగడంతో పాటు పక్కన వాళ్ళకి కూడా జరుగుతుంది. దయచేసి పక్కన వాళ్ళకి నష్టం చేయకండి. లైవ్ వెళ్తుందా? ఆ పర్వాలేదు, వీళ్ళని తిట్టినట్టు సిగ్గు పక్కన వాళ్ళకి కూడా వస్తుంది. చిన్న కంపారిజన్స్ కూడా ఐడెంటిఫై చేయలేకపోతే ఎందుకు వస్తారు ఇంకా క్లాస్కి? మల్టిపుల్ టైమ్స్ అడుగుతున్నాను. అక్కడికి పక్కన డెసిమల్ పక్కన 2 నంబర్లు ఉండాలి, అవి మిస్ అయినాయి అంటే 100 టైమ్స్ అయింది. అది కూడా తెలియకుండా బ్యాంక్ జాబులు రావాలి, మళ్ళీ పిఓ జాబులే. అవకాశం లేదు కాబట్టి జనరల్ మేనేజర్ పోస్ట్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయట్లేదు, కానీ లేదంటే మీరు జనరల్ మేనేజర్ రేంజ్ అని ఫీల్ అవుతారు. 100 టైమ్స్ మన మాత్రం ఐడెంటిఫై చేయడానికి తెలియదు. So 100% value is equal to 10,000. See, next time I don't scold you, I don't give you option. I'll ask you personally. It's going to be one-to-one conversation. A milkman bought 20 liters of milk at 45 rupees per liter and added 6 liters of water and sold the mixture at the cost price of the milk. Find the percentage of profit earned by the milkman after selling the mixture. The cost price of water is 0, of course, right? Even if it is not given, cost price of water is 0 only. We have 20 liters of milk. Each liter we purchased at 45 rupees. If we are selling the same quantity, that is 20 liters of mixture without adding water, and at the same price, there is no profit, no loss. So in terms of quantity we are not changing, in terms of price we are not changing. So whatever the quantity that we have, whatever the cost price we have, at the same price we are selling the same quantity. So there is no profit and no loss. And now as cost price is 45 rupees and even we are selling it at the same price, that means selling price and cost price both are same. Now in that particular case, if you want to have profit, you need to add water. In terms of price we are not looking for profit. So still if you are looking for profit, you need to add more water, and whatever the quantity of water you add, the same is going to convert straightforward as profit. How many liters of water we are adding? 6 liters of water we are adding, so 6 liters profit we are getting. And 6 liters of water added to what quantity of milk? So with respect to 20 we are adding 6 liters of water, so that itself is a profit. We were asked to calculate profit percentage, so 6 upon 20 percentage into 100, answer 30%. See, otherwise you have to calculate total cost price and then total selling price. Total cost price 20 into 45, total selling price 26 into 45, difference is profit only, that is 6 times of profit upon cost price, 20 times of 45 percentage into 100. Again we are getting the same step, 45 can be cancelled. Directly we are writing this step instead of all these. Hope you got it. So unnecessarily don't write number of steps, it's going to waste of your time. Next, 51. 15,750 has been given to 2 persons at 10% per annum. Compound interest compounded annually for 3 years and 2 years. The amount received from both schemes are equal. Find the amount given for 3 years. Now, rate of interest is 10% per annum, and there is a condition, and you need to be very careful. Sometimes they'll say interest received from both schemes are same, and sometimes they will say amounts received. Now in the question what is mentioned? Amounts received from both schemes are equal. Sometimes they will say interests are equal, right? At the rate of 10% per annum. Amount after 2 years is 121% of X. At the rate of 10% per annum, amount after 3 years is 133.1% of Y, and they said both are equal. How are we getting 121 and 133.1? If I take 100% from you at the rate of 10% per annum, after 1 year how much should I return? 110. So in compound interest amount formula, if you can recollect, A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of N. N is an exponent, right? Right. So now after 1 year we should return 110%. After 1 more year 110% of this number. After 1 more year 110% of this number. Instead of calculating like this, what you can do is, after 1 year as we got 110%, Second year it becomes to the power of 2. Third year it becomes to the power of 3. Nth year it becomes to the power of n. For a 3-digit number, getting squares and cubes a little tough job. So 110 we will treat it as 11. Zeros can be adjusted anytime. After 1 year 11 power 1. After 2 years 11 square 121. After 3 years 11 cube 1331. You know that principal is always 100%, which is a 3-digit number. So now amount after 1 year convert into 3-digit number 110%. Amount after 2 years 121. Amount after 3 years 133.1. So directly I am writing like this. After 2 years 11 square 121, 3-digit number. 3 years 11 cube 1331, 3-digit number 133.1 percentage of y. Directly I am taking 11 square and then 11 cube. If it is 20% per annum, 12 square and 12 cube. Because if I take 100%, I need to return. If I take 100% at the rate of 20% per annum, how much should I return? 120. So now out of 120, forget about 0 and concentrate only on 12. So after 2 years 12 square, after 3 years 12 cube. At the rate of 30% per annum, if I take 100%, how much should I return? 130. Out of 130, forget about 0, concentrate on 13. After 2 years 13 square, after 3 years 13 cube. Got this? Right. Now 11 times, otherwise you can write 121 cancellation 1.1 time. From this, y by x is equal to 1.1 can be treated as 11 by 10. If 11 by 10 goes to the other side, it becomes 10 by 11 only. So y is 10 parts, x is total 15,750 is divided into 21 parts. Our question is about amount given for 3 years, which is y only. Y is 10 parts, that is equal to into 10. Is this okay? Come on. Come on. 7 times 147. 105 we have. 5 times and then 2 zeros. On selling an article, Deepu earned a profit of 62%, and the selling price of article is 270% of discount offered on the article. Find the market price of the article. Right. After reading the question, do you have anywhere information in terms of rupees? Then can you answer the question in terms of rupees? Come on. Answer cannot be determined in terms of rupees. So answer for this question should be cannot be determined. What can be asked? ఇక్కడ ఏం అడగచ్చు అంటే మార్కెట్ ప్రైస్ ఇస్ వాట్ పర్సంటేజ్ అబోవ్ ద కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్, అది అడగటానికి అవకాశం ఉంది. వీ హ్యావ్ రిలేషన్ బిట్వీన్ ప్రాఫిట్, discount, cost price, selling price, market price. So in this question what can be asked is relation between cost price and market price. Like saying market price is what percentage of the cost price, or market price is what percentage above the cost price. రెండిటికి డిఫరెన్స్ అర్థమైందా? చెప్పండి. ఫస్ట్ ఏంటి, సెకండ్ ఏంటి? మార్కెట్ ప్రైస్ ఎంత పర్సంటేజ్ కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్తో కంపేర్ చేస్తే, రెండోది ఎంత పర్సంటేజ్ ఎక్స్ట్రా. ఈ రెండు అడగటానికి ఛాన్స్ ఉంది. రూపీస్లో మాత్రం చెప్పడానికి కుదరదు. ఓకేనా? ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ అబౌట్ పర్సంటేజ్ కంపారిజన్ బిట్వీన్ కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ అండ్ దెన్ మార్కెట్ ప్రైస్, హౌ టు క్యాలిక్యులేట్? లెట్స్ సీ. On selling an article, Deepu earned a profit of 62%. Always cost price can be treated as 100%. To that, we are getting a profit. Let me write it as P. Cost price plus profit. What is this? Selling price. Now, market price I don't know. Let it be market price. From market price, if you subtract discount, market price minus discount, that gives you, this is selling price and this is also selling price, correct? Now, we have a relation between discount and profit given in the question. If you observe carefully, the selling price of the article is 270% of discount offered on the article. Yes? Right. Now, the same is equal to 270% of the discount. Right. Now, let me tell you. Profit. How much is profit given in question? 62% of the cost price only. Now, I will treat discount D as 100D. Why am I taking it as 100D? Because already percentage is used here. Already percentage is used. Now I cannot treat it as 100% of D. Hence I am taking it as 100D. Market price minus 100D. What is this? 100 plus 62. That is 162% of cost price. Correct? What is that? Selling price. Now comparison says selling price of article is 270% of discount offered. This is selling price, right? That is equal to 270% of discount offered. Our discount was 100D only. 270% in the sense that is equal to 270D only. Now market price is equal to, from this what I can say is market price is equal to 162% plus 100D. In place of 100D, we need to convert into percentage, correct? And for that what we will use is 162% is equal to 270D. Matladali. From this D is equal to 162 divided by 270 only. Now we want to calculate 100D value. So 100D is equal to into 100. 0, 0 cancel. 1620 divided by 27. 27 approximately 30, right? 5 times. 5 times, no, 6 times 42. Yes. 6 times and then a 0. 100 is equal to 60%. Got it? Then market price is equal to 162% plus 60%. And that is equal to 222%. So market price is equal to 222% of the cost price. So in the question they should not ask you market price in terms of rupees. They should ask in terms of percentage. Market price is what percent of the cost price? Then answer is 222%. Over. Next, two persons M and N can build a wall in 9 days and then 18 days respectively. After working 1.5 days together, the wall collapsed. How many days will they take to build the wall, including first 1.5 days? Right. M can complete the work in 9 days. N can complete the work in 18 days. Together can complete the work in AB by A plus B days, which is 9 into 18 by 27. 9, 3 times, 3, 6 times. If they both started working together, if there is no obstruction in their work, they can complete the work in 6 days. But they already started, and after 1.5 days, wall gets collapsed. That means whatever they have done, that gone waste, correct? So how many days of their work gone waste? After that, they again started working and then they finished it, correct? They can finish the work in 6 days, and before that they already worked for 1.5 days, so we have to even consider 1.5 day also. Then answer is 7.5 days. That's it. ఫస్ట్ 1.5 డేస్లో చేసిన వర్క్ మొత్తం కొలాప్స్ అయిపోయింది. సో అక్కడ 0 వర్క్ జరిగింది. సో దాట్ 1.5 days ప్లస్ టు కంప్లీట్ టోటల్ వర్క్ దే నీడ్ 6 days. Total 7.5 days. 2 trains of the same length cross a pole in 15 seconds and then 20 seconds respectively. If they take to cross each other in 17/1/7 seconds, what is the respective ratio of their speeds? Speeds ratio. Okay, right. Speeds ratio. They are of same length, right? Come on. When they have same length, to cross an electric pole, if a train crosses an electric pole, what is the distance covered? Train length. They are of same length, they said. So first train, when it crosses a pole, distance covered is train length. Second train, when it crosses a pole, distance covered is train length. And you know the train lengths are equal. That means distances are equal. If distances are equal, speed and time both are inversely proportional only. We already have time ratio here. First one takes how many seconds? Second one to cross electric pole, right? That means time ratio is 3:4 only. Because distances are equal, time and speed both must be inversely proportional to each other, and it must be 4:3. What is the probability of selecting a face card from a pack of 26 black cards? Right. So in a pack of cards, how many suits will be there? 4. Each suit will have how many cards? 13. Out of them, how many face cards will be there? 3. Jack, Queen and King. How many face cards will be there? 3. So 3 cards are face cards upon 13 cards. For one suit, getting a face card probability is 3 out of 13. If you have 2 suits, in the numerator you will get into 2, even in denominator also you will get into 2. So again, into 2 gets cancelled. Final ratio is going to be 3/13 only. Even in total 52 cards also. 52 cards in the sense, you know that it is a combination of how many suits? So numerator and denominator both must be multiplied by 4 only. Then 4 gets cancelled. Yes? Right. This is if you calculate your monthly savings percentage, yearly savings percentage is also same. Out of your monthly salary, if you can save 10%, yearly salary wise also your savings percentage is going to be 10% only, because in numerator and in denominator both we are multiplying with same number and that gets cancelled. అర్థమైందా? లేదు, 52 cards ఉన్నాయి, 1 card తీయాలి, 52 C1. In one suit you know that there will be 3 face cards. In 52 cards there are 4 suits, 3 into 4 12 we have. Out of these 12 we need to pick one. Cancellation with 4, 3 times 4, 13 times. Finally you are getting 3 by 13 only. So instead of calculating it for entire 4 suits, you calculate it for one suit, that itself. Right, next. Approximations are exact. Come on, matladali. Exact. 4.5, which is a 9 multiple. Answer must be 9 multiple. Can it be first? Yes or no? Second? Yes. Second is 9 multiple. 3 consecutive numbers kadamma. 5, 6, 7. Reverse order lo unnai. 5, 6, 7. Middle number 6. 6 into 3, 18. 18 is 9 multiple. Avuna? Is third option 9 multiple? 4th, 5th, second final. So we'll have to take these two fellows to left hand side only. 3 7 by 6 minus 2 7 by 6. How much is that? Come on. 1. 1 మళ్ళీ 7 by 6 ఎక్కడ వచ్చింది మీ పాడే? 7 by 6 7 by 6 ఎలిమినేట్ అయిందా? 3 minus 2 1. How much is left? 1. 6 1 by 3 minus 4 by 3 can be written as 1 1 by 3. 6 1 by 3 minus 1 1 by 3. 5 plus 1 6 plus leftover value 1 1 by 2, that is 7 1 by 2. You don't have to consider integers and then fractions later. Just combine numbers and then subtract. You may ask me one question, why didn't you subtract 2 7 by 6 from 6 1 by 6? Because I could see 7 by 6 7 by 6 here, simplification becomes easy here. And 4 by 3 I am converting it as 1 1 by 3. Now I will combine these two numbers. You may ask me, if you convert 4 by 3 as 1 1 by 3, why didn't you convert 2 7 by 6 as 3 1 by 6 and 3 7 by 6 as 4 1 by 6? Why didn't you convert? Because 7 by 6 and 7 by 6 both numbers are there, cancellation is direct. I don't care whether they are proper fractions or improper fractions. When the cancellation is clear, why to convert? Even if you convert, again you have to go for cancellation only. If you directly cancel, you can save your time that you spend to convert those fractions. అర్థమైందా నేను చెప్పింది? Right, 34% of 650. Yeah, or 650% of 34. If you are okay with calculating 34%, that's fine. 30% plus 4%, is that okay? 30%, 10%, 3 times of it, 190 plus 4% we have to take, 1%, double, double. What is 1%? Double, again double, 26. What is this total? 221. How much is that? 221 plus 199, 420. How much is that? Now 420 is what percent of 750, and that's what we have to calculate now. Is this clear? Right. What is 50% of the denominator? 3. To that, how much more we need to add? 45. Then we'll get our numerator, correct? What is 1% of denominator? 7.5. Double? 15. 3 times is 45, right? That means 1%, double and triple we are taking. 1% double and triple. So answer is 56%. You don't have to even exactly calculate this value. As 50% of the denominator is 375, our numerator is more than that. Avuna? Then answer is more than 50%. How much more we are adding? 45. So answer is more than 50%. Second eliminated, fourth eliminated, fifth eliminated. Now our decision is whether it is 60 or 56. How much we are now adding? Is that 10% of the denominator? If it is not 10%, 60% cannot be the one. Hence leftover 56 is final answer. (45% of 500 or 500% of 45? 5 times of 45, 225 goes to right hand side, becomes minus only. How much it becomes? 75. 1500 by x is equal to 75. Then x is equal to 1500 by 75. Answer 20. Right, now you need to go for conversions for sure. 4 by 9. Matladali into 5 6 by 7. 41 by 7. Divided by 410. That can be written as 1 by into 1 by 410. 41, 10 and 0 gets cancelled. So 4 by 63. (250% of 700). Take that fellow to left hand side. Is that okay? Right. Wait a minute. Can I take this as 72 times? 140. Can I treat it as 70 into 2? So now I will treat it as 70% of this value multiplied by 2, which is 3100. Is that okay? Right hand side 250% of 700. Can I also write it as 700% of 250? Can I also write it as 70% of 2500? And when it comes to left hand side, it becomes minus only. Finally, the value is 70% of 600. Correct? How much is that? 420. That is equal to 75%. 1% value is by 75. 100% into 100. Ardhamainda? Leda. 75% is 420. 100% is equal to how much? Ratio between these two numbers are using 75. How do you get 100? Adding 25 only. That is adding 1/3 only. What is 1/3 of 420? 140. If you add 140, it becomes 560. Followed? So you need to take this number to left hand side value. Matladali. 2500 cancelled. Still right hand side number, how much negative number is there? 50, and it becomes 1315 plus 15. 1315 plus 50. 1365. 5675 positive number. Negative number 1365. Answer must end with 10, and there is only one. Cube root of 2197, how much is that? 13. 13 how many times? 3 times. Clear? 3. Come on. 9 times, 7 times, and 2 times. 54. Answer is 972 by 54 only. 4 into which number ends with 2? Either 3 or 8. Multiple options are there. Hence we have to calculate. Okay. 54 ones. How much is left? 432. 432 in the sense, in 400 approximately how many 50s will be there? 8. Last digit also satisfied. Last lo cheppina calculation ardhamainda? After one time how much is left? 4 32. Now this number should be divided by hundreds places. How many hundreds are there? And denominator 50. In 400, how many 50s will be there? Now I am verifying last digit. 4 into 8, 32, last digit verification also done. So answer 18. Right, so it definitely takes time. 2.9 times, treat it as 3 times minus 0.1 times. Is that okay? Forget about decimal for some time. 37 threes. 37 3 times. 37 3 times. 111. If you consider decimal, it is 11.1. But we want now 2.9 times only. It was 3 times. So from that we have to subtract 0.1 time. That is minus 0.37. To that we have to add this value. Come on. Right, now forget about decimal and complete the multiplication. 9 into 3. And now if you consider decimal, how many digits are there after decimal in both? 2. So in our product also there must be 2 digits after decimal. Our product is 27. As we are expecting 2 digits after decimal, we now need to add this fellow, correct? 11.37 minus 0.37, answer 11. 0.37 cancel. Come on, 6 1 by 4%, convert into improper. 25 by 4% upon 640 only, correct? How much is here in numerator? 25% of, come on, 25%, half and half, 320, again half, 160. So in place of numerator, I'll write 160 and denominator is common. And this value goes to right hand side. Already right hand side 8 square we have. That is 64 minus 160 by 4. How much is that? 24. 24 is what percent with respect to 200, right? How much is that answer? 12%. Or